Chunky beat.
Yes, Mark, you alright?
Rick, alright, how you doing?
Wicked, man. Thank you for coming down. So you come down in your Mark 1 Mazda MPS?
Yeah.
So this is obviously isn't your average MPS.
No.
It's got some big power, isn't it?
It has indeed, yeah.
Do you want to go over
Yeah,
some details?
so fully forged platform, BNRS5 turbo, external wastegate, front mount intercooler, and yeah, about 535 horse, sorry. Yeah, big brake kit, 3-inch, full 3-inch exhaust done by EMP.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
front wheel drive?
yeah, still front wheel drive.
How's it cope with the power?
It's got a Quaife LSD in there and a custom crown wheel to up the gearing a little bit, so it's handles power quite well.
Okay.
Obviously in the wet, you just leave it at home because it's no good.
Yeah. You got some stickies on as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got Nankang NS2Rs on the rear.
Yeah.
And we've got Yokohama Prada Spec 2s on the front.
Right.
I mean, I've not tried the Pradas before, but they seem to be alright, to be fair.
Is there any like torque limiting? Obviously front wheel drive,
Yeah,
535.
we're at wastegate spring pressure in first, second and third, which is 22 psi, just to help it get out. And then yeah, it goes up to about 32, 31 psi.
Wow, and in what gear does it actually fully put its power down?
More sort of fifth and fourth gears where you get peak boost, because of the fact that they make more boost under load than they do not under load. So yeah, you get it then.
Yeah. What kind of category would you put the performance in?
It's up there with your sort of average low-end supercars.
Yeah.
Your V10 R8s,
Wow.
most your M cars and stuff like that.
So it's really
the odd
fast.
Skyline, obviously there's a few of them about now. It doesn't, different types, but the earlier ones, it's certainly up there with them.
Yeah.
On a roll, obviously, from a standing start, and we're in all sorts of trouble.
So what's handling like?
I think they handle really well, to be honest with you. I've got a white line rear anti-roll bar on the rear. We've got Coney rear shocks, they're only the orange. Standard springs, well, not their standard, I can't remember what they're called now. I need to put that in, but they come with the cars with the aero pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it handled very well. It was quite stiff for a standard setup, but yeah.
So what's the purpose of the build? Is it just for like drag racing?
Just
or?
a sleeper car, really. Like.
Yeah, because it really looks stock, doesn't it? From the
I
exterior?
bought it originally and come up with the idea of keeping it stock, and then I'd done a water pipe on track, and it cooked it beyond belief, cracked all four liners. So I forged it, and I thought, you know what, I'll big turbo in it, and it's been in the making for 3 years, still going.
Yeah, I've seen these cars when I used to own a Mark II Focus ST, and when these things go, I mean, I think even these with a stage 1, stage 2 tune and stock turbo, they really move, don't they?
Yeah, I mean they can make good power on a KO4. Some people have made up to 350. It can be done,
yeah.
But you lose the boost around 4K when you do that. But yeah, you can make a move on a KO4 platform.
And what's the weight?
The weight's about 1350 kg, maybe a little bit less than that.
Not bad then, is it? And I see EMP Performance, is this the tuning company?
Yeah,
or?
no, that's the exhaust company.
Right.
They do air ride and all sorts of stuff. They do your R8 exhaust, custom exhausts.
Okay.
So yeah, they're worth a shout. They're very, very good at what they do.
So interior, no stripping or anything? All
No,
stock?
no stripping. We left it all as it is to keep it looking normal.
This your only car?
No, I've got a daily as well. Got an Audi A3 diesel that I roll around in.
Okay.
More than that, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. What about fueling? Any bigger injectors?
They don't actually make a upgraded injector for the car as such, so there's a number of ways of doing it. The standard injectors will give you around 400 horsepower, and then you need some sort of methanol and whatnot. So on this we have 2 methanol injectors, a 1000 and a 500 by an AEM.
AEM, yeah?
Quite popular AEM. Yeah, it's a good kit, but that's all going to change in the winter. We'll go split second controller with another 4 injectors.
And you're running full methanol?
Yeah, it's 100% meth. Don't like the water bit. It's not flammable.
In general, pretty reliable, or
Yeah, it has the odd little problem. It likes a fuel pressure sensor now and then.
Yeah.
But really, with anything, once you start building it and mucking around with them, you do get these little things. You're constantly chasing something small normally.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah, all the time. It's just the way it is with any car.
Yeah, I think every owner that I have on, they just kind of in denial. They like the cars like
no, it goes
there's
wrong,
always small niggly. That's
there.
why I always ask a specific question.
Some of the
small niggly things.
Some of the stuff on there's done 115k now, so it started to knock coils out. It's recently had coil packs, and like I said to you, them fuel pressure sensors. It's had 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
It loves them for some reason.
Okay. All right then. Shall we get out? Let's take the drive.
Hit the road, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. So there was a few things that you forgot to mention. You say something about a watt box.
Yeah, we've got a watt box, which is launch control, rev limit and flat shift. And we've got a water methanol as well, which is a 1000cc injector and a 500cc injector.
Right.
With an AME kit.
So the watt box, what is that?
It's for flat shift and launch control and rev limit through coil pack, rather than it being limited by fueling like it would be the ECU, because the methanol is independent, and if we didn't have that, we'd get a lean burn.
Is it meth dependent or?
The car's very meth dependent. Yeah, if we didn't have meth, we wouldn't be making anywhere near this sort of power.
Okay. You said it gets traction, yeah?
Yeah, it hooks up quite well. It's got a Quafe LSD with a custom crown wheel, which I hadn't made at the time because they didn't make one. They make one now.
Crown wheel, what's that, sorry?
Crown wheel is like your final gear in your gearbox.
Right.
So you up that a little bit.
So making it longer.
It makes the gear ratio longer, yeah.
Right.
We've got a raised rev limit as well to 7,300 RPM.
Okay.
Rather than a 6.7, I think it is normally, or 6.5.
Okay.
So that's to keep us in boost longer, because we'd only hit boost until around 3.5, 4k.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things with a big turbo. Unfortunately, you can't have it always.
I think once you go in,
yeah, once you're on a roll, you just got
gear,
it's all a case of learning to drive it again.
And you were saying that this is like when this car was released, it was, what was it, the most powerful?
It was the most powerful,
at the time.
yeah, most powerful front-wheel drive hot hatch or super hatch on the market. It went forgotten really. I think it was launched into the time when the recession was starting.
Right.
They've got a very heavy tax disc on them, at 500 odd pound. They come with an LSD as standard out the factory.
Oh, did it?
Which a lot of cars don't.
Yeah,
They're very well equipped as well. They've got Bose sound system.
Yeah. Nice as well. Really clean interior.
Yeah. It's not your normal average Jap feel in here. Like normally Jap's real nasty plastic. There's none of that.
Yeah. And how much did you pay for the car?
I give 8,000 for the car. It'd be 5 years ago in November. It only had 50k on it, I think. I went all the way to Yorkshire for it.
You still enjoy the car? You got plans to keep it?
I'm definitely going to keep it. We're going to go. All-wheel drive. EMP will help me sort that out. We're definitely going to go all-wheel drive.
Right. So is it easy to convert these four-wheel drive or?
I wouldn't say it's easy. The gearbox side of it is easy. You just get one from a Mazda 6 and bolt it on. And then there's a lot of custom stuff. The subframe you can buy, the fuel tank you can buy. You have to go custom exhaust. But custom hubs, it can be done, but it is a lot of money. But
that bang shit me up, man.
that's the flat shift.
Yeah, that's if the power felt very controlled though.
Yeah,
it felt very controlled, like it was feeding it in, like
in a way.
rather than like
where
it was just like a slap of it.
I think that's where the lag helps, to be honest with you, because it gets the car. If you start in a high gear like I just did, and just let it go, it tends to. I think it tends to help the matter really, because it gets the weight moving.
Oh, that is quick, man.
When it comes on boost, it comes on boost.
Yeah. That is one scary bang, man.
Yeah, that's a good bang.
this turbo's good for like 600 brake. It's a big old turbo, isn't it?
Should make around 60, you might get more.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody has actually tested it to destruction.
But some people in America, you say they've got some stupid power at these cars, right?
1,000 horsepower, you got 1,000 horsepower kicking around in America. The standard block, as in not in the rods, they're block casting, that can handle 1,000 horse.
Yeah.
Probably advisable you do sleeve it.
Although the front wheels are spinning just a touch, it does feel like it's sunk into the ground.
Yeah.
It's like it's dug in but spinning. Like, you know, you've got some front wheel drive cars have been in it, just they glide across the surface. Oh, it turns though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
On boost.
Yeah, mate. Well, yeah, that steep pulls you around.
Yeah,
basically,
you feel it.
Nearly let go of that steering wheel if you wanted to.
Yeah. Like, oh,
if it changes its mind, though, you're going to visit them trees over there.
Yeah.
And, you'll have fun.
I mean, it feels fast as you like, but it definitely feels like a very controlled power.
Yeah.
Like the map must be a good tune you've got in the car.
Yeah, a lot of boost
Obviously,
by gear going on.
It feels fully turbocharged, but it does feel like it's feeding it in nicely, like rather than just all coming on and just throwing it in your face.
Yeah, there's no point in it coming in a lump and just because once you break traction, that's the way it's going to stay.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention we have actually got an ATC clutch and lightweight flywheel in here as well.
Okay. Maintenance, what's it been like? Looking after it, has it been an easy life, or has it been?
It gives you trouble now and then.
As in?
I had a lot of problems with the oil breather system, which I didn't do anything to change that, which I have now. Oil catch cans and whatnot. I was pushing the dipstick out from blow-by.
Yeah.
So I sorted that. It loves a fuel pressure sensor. They go wrong now and then. It's only just started giving me trouble with other sensors like coils and things like that.
Yeah.
I change the plugs quite often and change the oil every 3,000 miles without fail.
Yeah.
Get it out of there. You're beating the crap out of it.
We'll take a left up here. So how many miles have you actually done?
On this setup, I don't know, it's got to be 8 to 10,000, I'd say.
You like your driving, don't you?
Yeah.
So is traction fully disabled on this car?
Yeah. No traction.
Jeez, yeah, you can really feel it pulling away, innit? Yeah, man, that is very, very fast, man.
Yeah, it moves. Definitely moves.
Yeah, I think that, getting this onto, because it's like the Peugeot I was in the other day was quick as well, and it, honestly, from inside the cabin, it felt like almost as quick, but it's obviously way more reliant on its weight. So like, because it's such a lighter car, it's going to feel more like,
yeah,
you know
it's the whole power to weight ratio.
Yeah, but I suppose realistically, this probably will destroy the Peugeot. But the Peugeot was surprisingly quick. It beat a lot of cars, man.
We'll have to find out, won't we?
Yeah.
Sort it out.
Yeah, you can feel that LSD just working away, can't you? Easy to drive though, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Very easy to drive.
Well, you've got to remember you're lower boosting in the lower gears as well, so you're not that power in the lower gears.
And what car did you own before this?
I had a CIB for diesel before this.
Okay, mapped up in that?
Yeah, it was mapped up, and that was about 135 horse from 100.
Yeah.
That was a lot of car. I liked that car. That was a fun car.
Put my foot down. There's nothing in this. Yeah, I can feel a difference.
Now, what had happened is the pipe popped out the bigger of the two nozzles. So
it's mad. That's the difference of meth. reliable power, yeah?
Yeah,
As in, like,
on this forced
day in, day
internals
out.
and that. Yeah, this is safe.
The exterior, you got a few stone chips and stuff, but you drive the hell out of the car, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I chase things I shouldn't be chasing.
Jeez. So, Mark, gonna end the video there. Thank you. Signature handshake in the car. Thanks for coming down, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, you got a wicked motor, man. And like you said, next plan is going to be four-wheel drive, yeah?
Yeah, we'll four-wheel drive it.
Then you may consider more power, or?
Yeah, I'll probably get a precision turbo then. Yeah, with the auxiliary fueling, proper auxiliary fueling.
Yeah, guys, as always, if you did enjoy the video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye. All in the name of living life fast. Jesus. Not happy, Mark? Not happy?
No, definitely not happy.